An article from Time magazine breaks down just how handy or harmful my delicious coffee is for my body spots. As if coffee can possibly be bad for you. And to prove it, I'm going to drink 100 cups of coffee during this episode, starting now.
So I guess I should take over from here. This isn't going to end well. Thanks to caffeine, the morning Java is handy for waking up. That's because caffeine acts as a stimulant that enhances cognitive function, but not necessarily learning or memory. But that's not the only benefit. Coffee beans also contain antioxidants, and studies show that this has been linked to a lower risk of skin cancer, Alzheimer's, heart disease, and diabetes. Not to mention, a public health study from Harvard says a cup of Joe can keep you company when you're depressed. The study shows that individuals who drank 2 to 4 cups of coffee every day were less likely to commit suicide than those who didn't drink it. This is from Time, guys, a credible source of information, and the study was from Harvard.
That's a really dark study. Can you imagine how that would go? Hey, did you hear Tommy jumped off the bridge?
No way, did he drink coffee?
Nope, he was kind of a health nut. He stayed away from caffeine.
Hey guys, did you hear that? No, he didn't drink any coffee.
That explains it.
I know, right?
Even though coffee has some positive benefits, there is plenty of evidence that points to adverse effects in health. The Mayo Clinic published in a journal a study that looked at the health records of 45,000 people who recorded their coffee drinking habits. The study showed that people under the age of 55 who drank more than 28 cups a week had a 21% increase in the risk of dying prematurely.
Of course, the study also pointed out that heavy coffee drinkers are more likely to be less fit and also smokers. Both of these factors can lead to negative health and even early death. But the correlation between coffee and early death still holds up after scientists adjust for these variables.
I think I can taste colors.
There are other factors that have an effect on Java drinkers. The effects coffee can have on the body can also change over the course of time, such as the effect on the hearts and brains of long-term drinkers compared to short-term drinkers when you take into account tolerance levels. How the caffeine is prepared is also an important variable. Studies have found that unfiltered coffee like French pressed can increase cholesterol levels, while coffee brewed through a paper filter did not. The effects of coffee can also vary person to person. This makes it difficult to balance the heart-protecting antioxidants of coffee to the overstimulating effects of caffeine. This is because how a person metabolizes caffeine is in part genetically determined. So how do you determine how much coffee is a healthy amount? Well, doctors have a fairly simple answer. If you find that drinking coffee is affecting sleeping habits or mood, then they suggest cutting back on the last cup of the day. And if you're not a coffee drinker, then there's no need to pick it up, mostly because no one is sure if the benefits outweigh the risks. How you doing over there, buddy?
I feel great. I don't want to see what the big problem is. I don't feel any adverse effects at all. Is it itchy in here? Stop looking at me. No matter what happens, I accepted the challenge and I stuck with it, and I can at least be proud of that for myself, right? Oh man, this is the last sip. Here we go. You ready? This is down the hatch.
The fuck was that? We just want to give you a little disclaimer here. Todd didn't actually drink 100 cups of coffee.
Yeah, because that would be incredibly stupid. I'm Todd Avra.
I'm Denny the Elf.